Welcome back to Axoschools.
Yes, welcome back. Today is our final day of Poetry Week. We have learned how to write limericks and diamantes and free verse and haikus, and today we're going to learn about the acrostic poem.
Yes, acrostic poems are very simple, but they are a lot of fun to make. An acrostic poem is a poem where the first letters of each line spell out a word or phrase vertically that acts as the theme or message of the poem. So a lot of you have probably already done one of these before. If it doesn't really make sense now, that's okay. It will when we get to the examples.
I've done this type of poem before. It's describing a person that I know the best, myself. For every letter of my name, I come up with a word that describes moi.
Nice. I love that. Karosh, have you done one of these poems as well?
Yeah, I have done a few acrostic poems. Just like Manna said, I've done some with my name where like K might be, I don't know, karate. That's just a random word. I couldn't think of one on the spot. And then I've also done like acrostic poems for other words like sushi and that kind of stuff.
Very nice. All right, I have created them as well. So today we're going to be doing an acrostic poem, but we're going to do it with words that describe an emotion. The reason that we did that is because we know a lot about that. Danielle's going to tell us about that.
Yep, since we've talked about a lot about how one common characteristic that most poems have is that they evoke an emotion. We thought it would be a good idea to do our acrostic poems with this emotion in mind, something that describes us or how we're currently feeling. Mandy, can you share the emotion wheel for us so we can get some inspiration as to what kind of words we want to use in our acrostic poems today?
Yeah, can you guys see this okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so you'll notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 basic emotions. And then those basic emotions are spread out into other words or secondary emotions that describe that primary emotion. Okay, so if you take happiness, for example, happiness is also associated with confidence, being grateful, peaceful, excited, or playful. Those types of feelings are associated with happiness, just like in the fear, we have maybe embarrassed, vulnerable, rejected, insecure, or worried. So I want each of you guys to pick any of these emotions or any emotion that you can think of that you'd like to describe in your acrostic poem. My example is going to be about grateful, so I'm going to be thinking of things that make me feel that way to describe each letter. Does this make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Karosh, what word are you going to do?
I'm going to do amazed.
Amazed. Awesome. Danielle, what word are you going to do?
I chose gentle.
I like that. Awesome. And then Madonna, what are you going to do?
Friend.
Okay. Yeah. So we've talked about this before, and she's not doing an emotion word today. She really wanted to do friend, and I think that's awesome. Give her some creative freedom there to do that. So we're going to go ahead and work on those right now for a little bit. If you guys could come up with maybe the first 2 letters and then we'll share. I am going to show you my Google Doc that I started with this, just to kind of give you an idea of how you might start or write one of these.
Ooh, we both have G's to start with.
I know it, and I'm thinking about this emotion and what to use for G. I might have to bounce around a little.
How about growth?
Ooh, I love that.
I was able to put that on mine, but I didn't.
What did you choose for your G?
I actually chose generosity. Because when I think of gentle people or people with a gentle spirit, they often come along with a generous type of thing about them as well.
I love that. Let's see.
I'm trying to think. For amazed, my A is awesome.
I like that.
Because
when you get to Z, it's going to be hard. Zoom.
I like it.
Zimbabwe.
It amazes me how Zoom is now everybody's platform to talk on.
Zebras are amazed.
I shouldn't have chosen amazed. What about M? I'm already stuck at M. Like,
I finished.
Nice.
what? Okay, for amazed, what should my second A be? I'm stuck completely. Ooh, excellent. X.
I think
I'm
Mandy
looking
should
for
have
R.
completed her poem because this is very hard for her to work while we're talking.
It's so true. I should have done this beforehand. You know me
Maybe
too.
you should just turn off your sound.
Yeah, I'm going to turn off my sharing my screen as well. I will say this. So this is how I started. For me, it was easier this way to come up with words that are kind of like synonyms for the word grateful, appreciative, thankful. Those came to mind right away. And then things like outside of the box thinking, like Danielle just provided me, I'm so thankful for that, is growth, right? So growth is something that I'm grateful for, especially in this period of time. So I will continue to work on this as you guys will. And then if you guys finish yours in a timely manner, we'll share them. If not, I think we've got an idea of what acrostic is, and we can maybe share them at another time as well.
I can go ahead and share mine. I am done.
Perfect. Let's hear it.
So I wrote the word gentle, and I just tried to think about a lot of things that go along with being gentle. And you may not agree, but I do think that all of these things kind of tie in with being gentle. The first one is generosity. I already explained that. The second one is energetic. I think that just because you're a gentle person, it doesn't mean that you can't have a lot of energy that you have to get out. New, I put for my N. I thought that this was cool because it was kind of something that I could challenge myself with new things, but be gentle with myself as I'm learning them. So I might not be very good at them when I start, but just remember to be gentle when I try the new things. Tough things or tough times or tough situations you're in. Anything like that, you need to be gentle with yourself because you are doing that growth during those times. So, and being gentle doesn't mean you can't be tough either. So that doesn't mean that you have to be one or the other. Love. I think that being gentle, both with yourself and other people, requires a lot of love, a lot of patience, but I didn't have a P. So I do think that you have to be gentle and you have to love yourself through those growth moments. And then emotion. I feel like a lot of people who are gentle, they're very good at showing their emotions. They're very good at expressing their emotions with even if they're upset, with a very gentle spirit. And I admire that about the gentle people in my life.
Yeah, I love
For
that.
mine, like what's it called? I should have written mine bigger. I just did it normal handwriting size. But I had amazed for the first A. I wrote awesome. The M, I wrote magnificent. For the second A, I wrote appalled. For the E, I wrote excellent. For the D, I wrote dope. And do you know what letter I just skipped? Z. What are you supposed to write for Z that has to do with amazed?
The zoo. You're amazed by the zoo animals.
Zebras amaze me, so.
That's true. Are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
That's obvious. They're white with black stripes. Just look at their belly.
These are the things we wonder. Mandana, you want to share yours?
Yes, I do. So I did friends.
Just zebra.
Friends. And so friends are funny, at least mine are. And then my friends are resourceful. My friends are interesting. They're enjoyable. They're nice. Some of my friends are daring. We play truth or dare a lot. And then my friends share.
I love that.
That was
Those
a really
are
good one.
ones. And friendships can give you a lot of those feelings as well, right? So that, even though that was in a poem about emotions, it still made me feel like you were connected to your friends and made me feel that sense of camaraderie, right? So I did finish mine, surprisingly, during that time. So for grateful, I have G for growth. I love that one. Because I am very thankful for growth. And then realizations, I put for R. Being able to realize what you're grateful for is so important. So that's something I've been practicing myself, is counting the good in my life right now. And then A, appreciative, T, thankful. Those are basically synonyms for the word grateful. So I use that. And then E, I was going to get your guys' opinion, but I was going between enduring or everlasting, because gratitude is forever. You can always find something to be grateful for. So I felt like it was something that is ongoing. So
Probably everlasting.
I also like everlasting. I think sometimes when we think about the word endure, it's like we have to go through this. It's not always, something fun. We have to endure it. So I think everlasting kind of gives it a little bit of a happier.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, everlasting. F, I put fulfilling, because when you're being grateful, you're fulfilled. U, unforgettable. Hopefully you don't forget the things that you're grateful for. And then L is love, one of the things I'm most grateful for in my life. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Those were all really good, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still can't think of anything for Z. If we could think of it last second.
For Z?
Let me look up words that start with Z.
Oh, amazed. Xenon. Xenon of the 21st century. She
Doesn't that start with an X?
Does it? I don't know. Xenon of the 21st century for the movie? I don't know. It's like, it's an old
How about zippers, Karosh? You're really thankful for zippers.
Why am I thankful for zippers?
Or you're amazed by zippers.
amazed by them.
Why am I so amazed by zippers?
I don't know. How about zinc? That white stuff you put on your nose so you don't get sunburned?
I'm amazed by zinc.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Unless we could find one. We're probably good for the video.
All right.
How about the number 0?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I like it. All right. Does anybody have anything else to add? We're going to go ahead and link our poetry, a picture of that as well, as having that as our background today. So you guys can kind of see how that ended up once I get everything printed. So
Awesome.
questions?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Thanks for joining us for Poetry Week. It was a lot of fun.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.